Your 20s were for exploration, a decade of trying on different identities, careers, and relationships to see what fit. Your 40s and beyond are often for harvesting the seeds planted earlier. But your 30s? This is the crucial, often misunderstood, decade of integration. It is the pivot point between who you were told to be and who you are truly meant to become. This is the decade where the training wheels come off, and the real work of building a life, not just a lifestyle, begins. What actually matters in your 30s isn't more achievement or louder accolades. It is a fundamental shift in what you value and how you allocate your most precious resources, your time, your energy, and your attention. The first and most profound shift is from performing to building. In your 20s, success often looks like a performance. The right job title, the cool social circle, the appearance of having it all together. In your 30s, that facade becomes exhausting and ultimately empty. What begins to matter is building something real and durable. This means investing in a skill that compounds over time, not just one that looks good on a resume. It means nurturing a few deep, loyal relationships instead of collecting a wide circle of acquaintances. It means building a financial foundation that grants you autonomy, not just funding a lifestyle that looks impressive on social media. You start to ask a different question. Am I building something that will last? Or am I just performing for an audience that will eventually move on? This leads directly to the second critical shift. Curating your energy, not just your time. You enter your 30s with the brutal realization that your energy is even more finite than your time. You can always find more time, but you cannot manufacture more energy. What matters then is becoming a ruthless curator of your physical, mental, and emotional reserves. This means learning to say no to events, people, and projects that drain you, even if they look good on paper. It means prioritizing sleep, nutrition, and movement not as vanity projects, but as non-negotiable infrastructure for a high-quality life. It means protecting your mind from the endless scroll of comparison and anxiety. The goal is to end your day with energy left for the people and projects you truly love, not to collapse in an exhausted heap. Your energy portfolio is your most important asset. Invest it wisely. Perhaps the most challenging work of your 30s is the move from external validation to internal scorekeeping. For the first 3 decades of your life, your scoreboard was largely designed by others. Grades, promotions, likes, and public approval. In your 30s, that system begins to crumble. You achieve the goals you were told to want and feel a strange emptiness. What matters now is defining your own metrics for a successful life. Is it a sense of peace? The quality of your family time? The impact you have on your community? The freedom to control your own schedule? This is a deeply personal and often unsettling process. It requires quieting the noise of the world to listen to the quiet voice within. The people who thrive in their 30s are the ones who stop asking, "Do they approve of me?" and start asking, "Am I proud of the person I am becoming?" Furthermore, your 30s are the time to shift from managing problems to designing systems. In your 20s, you're often in reactive mode, putting out fires, dealing with crises, and figuring things out as you go. In your 30s, wisdom means moving upstream. Instead of fighting the same battles over and over, you design systems that prevent them. This means automating your finances so you're not constantly stressed about money. It means creating weekly rituals for connection so your relationships don't wither from neglect. It means building healthy habits so you don't have to rely on willpower alone. You stop trying to be a heroic problem solver and start becoming a thoughtful systems architect. A well-designed life doesn't require constant management. It has a momentum of its own. Finally, and most importantly, your 30s are for embracing nuance over dogma. The black and white thinking of your youth, the clear-cut heroes and villains, the absolute rights and wrongs, starts to feel inadequate for the complex reality of adult life. What matters now is the capacity to hold multiple truths at once. You can be grateful for your career and simultaneously yearn for a different path. You can love your family deeply and still need space from them. You can be confident in your values and still be open to having them changed by a new perspective. This intellectual and emotional flexibility is the hallmark of true maturity. It allows for deeper relationships, more creative problem solving, and a more compassionate view of yourself and others. Your 30s are not an extension of your 20s with more money. They are a different country altogether, with a new language and a new landscape. The things that mattered then, speed, novelty, external approval, begin to lose their luster. What matters now is depth, sustainability, and integrity. It's the decade you trade the frantic chase for a purposeful walk. You stop building a resume and start crafting a legacy. Not one of fame, but one of character, connection, and quiet contribution. Don't waste this decade trying to relive your 20s. Embrace the beautiful, challenging, and transformative work of building a life that is truly, authentically, and sustainably your own.